Very beautiful day, sunny day here in Namibia, Windhoek. And I'm gonna show you Namibia, Windhoek, guys. I'm in the city of Windhoek, one of the biggest cities in Namibia. So I'm gonna show you around this city. If you have heard of this country called Namibia and you're wondering what's in store in Namibia, so this is the city of Windhoek that I'm going to be showing you now. Beautiful city, and from the time I've been in Namibia, there's loads of things that have changed really in this city. There's so much development that is going on in this city. So I'm gonna take a drive in three of the main streets that traverses the city of Namibia, and I want you to enjoy the beauty and the cleanliness of this city, the city of Windhoek. So I'm driving now in Fidel Castro up into the city center. So I'm going to be approaching Independence Avenue. Then I'll drive down Independence Avenue towards Katutura, and so you guys can have a view of the city of Windhoek. So I'm already in the city center, and these are the buildings in Windhoek, Namibia. I can see there's a Sanlam Center there in front of me as I stand on the robot, and the cars coming, and the sun is hot. The temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. So I woke up very early today, drove my kids to school from Osona village right up here in Windhoek. So I dropped them. Now I was just busy shopping some electrical gadgets in Venilmo, and one lady there, Petronella, just sold me some power banks and some cables. Now I'm about to drive down to Katutura, but before I go to Katutura, I want you to see this city, the cleanest city in Africa, Windhoek. So right now I'm driving down Independence Avenue, and this is Windhoek, the cleanest city in Africa, one of the cleanest cities I've been to. So I'm here by post office, Nampost, they call it Namibia Post Office. So there's some beautiful buildings here. Look at those buildings and how clean they are, and how well they are being maintained. This is the main street, the street that crosses the main street. I mean, that crosses in the city center. Actually, this is the city center of the city of Windhoek, and people are walking up and down, crossing the road, and they're not even using the proper crossing ways. They're just crossing randomly, and the robots are red. I'm just standing by the robot and having a view of these tall buildings. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing, right? So I'm just gonna ask my driver to drive down the street and see what is down. So let's go down. They are busy constructing somewhere there, and there's a space there, and the sky is blue. The sun is out and in full force. I think this country gets sun 15 hours of the day, and it can be so hot in this country. It's always hot, burning. You can call it the burning bush. So that's a car that carries your cash G4S. I think that's a UK originating company, G4S, and it is all over the southern region. You find also that security company in South Africa, G4S Group for Security, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the seat of Windhoek, guys, and I'm driving down Independence Avenue. This avenue goes all the way up to Katutura. Katutura is one of the largest residential areas in Namibia, and it is associated with a class of people who are not, I mean, maybe mainly the low income earners. So this street goes all the way down to Katutura. And look at the taxis. You see those cars with the big numbers are the taxis that you use here in Namibia. So you just talk that taxi and ask if it's going the same direction as you. If it's going the same direction, then you jump in. If it's not, then you look for another taxi. There are lots of those taxis here in Namibia. At some time I was driving that taxi here when life was really difficult. I think I drove for a few months, and then I left it. It was too much work, but I was making good monies, much more money than I am making now as a full-time employed personnel. I was driving my own taxi when the industry was still better than I am told these days. It's no longer a good industry, and there's lots of paperwork that you need before you venture in the taxi business. So here I'm actually downtown. This is almost the downtown. I'm almost getting out of town. You know, I'm not in the city center. Maybe I call this one the downtown. And as you can see, the buildings are now smaller and smaller. So I'm just gonna make a turn to my right side, then I show you again the city from another direction. This is a beautiful city of Windhoek. Beautiful city of Windhoek. I'm sure you can see how clean it is. Not even a paper on the road or in the street, and not a very populated city. Actually, Windhoek, I mean Namibia generally, I think Namibia, the population of Namibia is about 2 point something million, not more than 3 million. I'm not sure what is the what are the current figures at the moment, but it's one of the countries that is very less populated in Southern Africa, with a population of 2 point something million, and the land size is very, they got a large land, I mean, what do you call it, the land size of the country. It's got a very large land size. I think this is what they call population density, if I'm not mistaken. Well, but it's a really less densely populated. I'm sure those who do geography will understand. So I just turn here to my right side towards the east side. I'm gonna get in the other street, and then I drive back to town, and then I will come down from another direction as well, and then we will almost be done with exploring the city of Windhoek. It's so hot, guys, and it's so hot. You can see my skin is even turning black because of the heat. And I'm still driving in Windhoek City. This is not in the city, actually. We are out of city. And in the morning I drove my kids. There's a school there, just a few meters from here, about 500 meters from here. My son and my daughter are schooling there. So the robot is green, and then we shall get into the robot, turn to the right side, and drive back to Windhoek. Back to this, I'm actually in Windhoek. Drive back to the city center. So our speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour, and as you can see, the sun is so shining and it's so hot. There's a trucks there. This street is actually called there's another G for S security. This street, what's the name of the street really? Oh, this is Robert Mugabe Street. Yeah. How did I forget this street? This is Robert Gabriel Mugabe Street or Avenue. So if you turn on the next robot here to the left side, that's the Nelson Mandela Avenue to the airport, Hosea Gutako International Airport. So I'm just driving along this big street of Namibia, named after the late comrade Robert Gabriel Mugabe, my president, former Zimbabwean president for a long time, for 40 years if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he's the president of Zimbabwe. Look at those buildings here in Namibia, not very tall but very beautiful and very adorable buildings you see here in the city of Windhoek, and they are busy repairing here. This country can be hot, guys. It's 11 o'clock and the temperature now is 31 degrees Celsius, and I'm burning, I'm freezing. This is one of the hottest countries I have ever been to. You know, Namibia, some of the land or part of the country, if not most of the country, is actually desert. Not most of the country, maybe, I think if you look on the map, it's maybe half of the country is kind of desert. So I'm driving up to the city center along Robert Gabriel Mugabe Avenue. Robert Mugabe Avenue. So he's a big man, huh? You see how big that man was. He's even having streets. He got streets named after him in most countries in Africa. Also, Nelson Mandela. So those guys were big guys, liberation war heroes as they are called. And this is me driving. The seat is actually more on my right hand side, this side. At the moment I'm actually more a bit outside the seat center, but still in Windhoek. So I can see there's police. Oh, I'm gonna stop my video. They're turning people here, shame. So I think it's because of the funeral that is ongoing. So traffic is being diverted. This is actually where the what do you call this? The old that's where the old state house is. So as you know, guys, the country is mourning the loss of the president, His Excellency Comrade Hage Geingob. So they are diverting traffic, and this is the city of Windhoek from this corner. So let me just drive up this side. This is the road that the traffic has been diverted to. So I'll show you the city from this side, and I'm gonna drive and then come back again from the other direction as I go down and out of the city. So this is just a bit of Windhoek that I'm showing you. Actually, Windhoek has grown big. There's many new buildings that are being constructed. You can see lots of police cars here. I think there's more government offices around here on this kind of a hilltop. And let me turn down this side and show you more of the city than the outside. So I won't finish driving around the whole city, and I'm just going to turn to my left side, and then see there's a big church there, the Catholic, I think they call it the Catholic something. So let me go down here. So as you can see, I'm uphill and then I'm going down. Look at this view from here. A very nice view of the city of Windhoek. Look at that. I'm gonna turn to my left side here, and I'm back in Independence Avenue. I'm back in Independence Avenue, and look at the city from this side. That's your Sanlam house there, Sanlam Center. I don't know what the name of this house is, but it is a beautiful building indeed. And I'm just waiting for the robot to turn green, and it's green, and then we shall turn to our left side into Independence Avenue. This is the street that goes all the way down to Katutura, and this is some of the buildings that you can see here in Windhoek. There's a mall there on my right hand side, and ahead of me, that's where the Hilton Hotel is. Very popular hotel that you see many people come. I'm sure I think there's an entertainment center also in that hotel, and maybe one day I'll come and have lunch in that hotel and experience high life. So the city, I'm in the city of Windhoek now, and I'm kind of going out of city, outskirts of the city towards the northern. No, this is the southern side, actually, the southern part of the city. So let me just make a turn because I'm already almost outside the city. So I wanted to just show you the city. So I'm gonna drive and turn to my right hand side, and then I go back into the city using another street. Then I'll then drive back down to Katutura. So let's go. So this street is called, I'm driving down Garten Street, and I'm gonna drive into Tower Street on my right hand side. And this street is one that is going to connect to is it Mandume-Ndifayo, the one that goes all the way to Unam. So I'm just driving down here, and I can see a Puma service station on my left side, and I'm going to turn again here. I can see a PG building society, building PG Glass Windhoek branch on the corner there of the robots. So I'm gonna, not here, I'm gonna, oh, I was supposed to, what a blunder I made. Anyway, I will make an, no, I think I'm still fine. This line is going straight ahead. So I'm gonna go down, then I'll turn right somewhere down there into, right, so going down, and then I'm gonna drive out of the city. So this is basically the whole cities, the city center here in Windhoek, and within 20 minutes I already almost drive around part of the city center, most of the city center actually, if I can say. So I'm just gonna turn to my right side and then drive again into the city center using another road. So what is the name of this road? This one is called, hope I will see where it's written here. So on the right hand side there, there's a mall here on the right, on my right hand side, and this one is called, oh, I forgot the name. See, I can see okay there, and the Checkers, a Pep store, and the liquor, Checkers liquor. Checkers is one of the biggest supermarkets in southern Africa, if not in Africa, mostly in southern Africa, at least in the country that I've been to. I know it's very big from South Africa. I think it's a South African company that got businesses in Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, not in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe behaves differently really from all these other countries. Zimbabwe is one country that does its own things. Yeah, but if you are in Namibia and South Africa, you realize that South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and I think Zambia as well, Swaziland, Lesotho, those countries, the economy is kind of intertwined. If you're in Namibia, you won't see really much of a difference between being in Namibia or being in South Africa or being in Lesotho, I mean in Swaziland and Lesotho as well. The companies that you see in these countries are more or less the same companies, and that's how the economy of the southern region is. So on my left side here, there's the St. Mary's Cathedral, Roman Catholic Church, and there's a Roman Catholic hospital also on this side, the private hospital. And here I'm driving past the Checkers also. There's another Checkers here, ShopRite actually they call it, but they actually are one in the same shop, Checkers and ShopRite. I don't know why they use different names, Checkers or ShopRite, but they are one in the same shop, I think. So I drove and I've shown you Windhoek. So I shall now drive out of the Windhoek city, the Windhoek city center. There is still many other places which I can show you here in Namibia, but for now let me bring this beautiful video close to an end. So I'm going to go and see my doctor there down. I'm not really feeling well. I think I'm slowly getting worse from yesterday. So I got one doctor there that I need to go and see if he can be able to help me and check me and see what is wrong with me again. And after that, if I got enough energy, I will then go and cut my hair. Then I will make a video of myself cutting hair. So I'm actually supposed to be flying back tomorrow, but what I'm feeling is not a good feeling. So I'll see. Let me go and check with the doctor and hear what the doctor will advise me. My health is not so looking good, guys. I don't want to lie to you. I have not been feeling so good mentally and physically and hematologically, for if there's anything like that. So I'm gonna see one of my doctors there that I used to visit when I was still in Namibia. One of the gurus, my trusted doctors, and see what he's gonna advise me. So that was the city of Windhoek, guys, that I was showing you, and now I'm getting out of the city. Still in Windhoek, but not in the city center. So I'm just gonna turn right here and wow, these guys are constructing in that car. And then I turn again left here, and then before you know it, I am at the doctor's surgery. It's called the Windhoek City Medical Centre. I hope that the doctor is there. I hope. Windhoek City Medical Centre. So yeah, so doctor's remedy treats, the Almighty heals. That's the motto. Windhoek City Medical Centre, opening and merchants. The doctor's remedy treats, the Almighty heals. So if you're in Windhoek, you may want to visit this doctor here if you're not feeling well. It's one of the doctors that I've been visiting. Even he's my family doctor for my kids as well. So guys, I will see you on my next video. Let me find out what is really happening with me. Will I see 100 years, or is 100 years going to be coming to a non-event? So it's I think I will get to 100 years, man. I think I will get there. Yeah, I'll get there. Just that when you start to get these ailments and unwell and not feeling good, oh, it's not a good thing. I don't like it. I hate getting sick, really. It's the last thing I want in my life. I hate getting sick. But I can feel that I'm not something is cooking from yesterday. I'm not okay. I don't know. I thought it was lack of rest or sleep. So I tried to sleep a lot today, last night actually, but still it's not to make sure. So let's hope I will achieve my goal of living up to 100 years. So if you are watching me, what are you doing to live up to 100 years? Look, even my mouth is so dry. I don't know what is going on. Yesterday it was so dry, I thought it was hunger. I ate, but still things are not looking so good. I need to run a full blood test. Really, things are not so good. I thought it was because of the heat, but it doesn't look like so. Let's hope I won't get worse and miss my flight tomorrow. I'm supposed to be flying down to Johannesburg tomorrow from Windhoek. You know, it's a 1 hour flight from Namibia to Windhoek, to Johannesburg, and my flight is supposed to leave tomorrow on the 6th of February to UK. So maybe it's the sun. Let's just blame it on the sun. It's too hot. It was hot. It's hot here. You don't sleep. If it's night time, you have to sleep on the tiles because of the heat. And I know this place is not a malaria zone. This kind of ailments is equal to malaria, but there's no malaria in Windhoek. Of course, there's mosquito that was biting me. So I don't know. You know, one thing that the doctors always learn more here in Africa is malaria, how to treat malaria, and I have an idea on malaria. One thing that they look at in terms of diagnosing malaria is the travel history. If you have traveled out of your country, there are some areas that have malaria, especially hot places. Like I was in KwaZulu-Natal. It's also very hot there in Mtuba and Durban, but I'm not sure if those areas are malaria zones. You don't know. You never know. Let's see what the doctor said. I hope he's there. So I will be ending this video, guys, and kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, guys. I really appreciate your contribution. You contributing to my life by subscribing to my YouTube all the time. You come back to my YouTube and watch my videos. I really appreciate that, and thank you very much. It doesn't go unnoticed. I'm hoping that my channel will grow, and I'm hoping that my health is gonna be 100% soon. I know and I believe. I also have a doctor's appointment soon, as soon as I go back to UK. Guys, I feel like I'm being overwhelmed. I'm being overwhelmed. So let me see if the doctor is there. Maybe you say appointment, but here we don't do appointment. We just pop and you wait in the queue. So let me get in there, pop in, see the doctor, and hear what his thoughts are. And on that note, I shall see you. That was Silence at 100 Years. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube and kindly watch my videos throughout. And that was me showing you the seat of Windhoek. Thank you very much. See you on my next one, and bye.